What's up, Dub Nation? A little late here, but anyways. What's up, Dub Nation? I'm not too late for the actual game. Let's see. Santa Cruz. Okay. 6. I don't see the link there. What's up with that? Let's go ahead and try and share screen this one, and let's pull up G League, NBA G League. 6 o'clock. Oh, ESPN Plus. What? It's on ESPN Plus, folks. Dude. NBC Sports Bay Area. My fault. NBC Sports Bay Area. Where are you? Streams. Memphis. Watch. Nope, I don't see nothing. That means I gotta log in as ESPN Plus. Okay, fine. Oops. Credentials. Just give me a moment. Hang tight. My friends, hang tight. This should be interesting. Basketball. G League. There we go. I got G League up. The problem is maybe some of you guys don't have ESPN Plus. So what do we do about that? I'm shocked they're not showing it on NBAGleague.com. Yo, I've been having problems with gleague.nba.com. What do I got to do? Restart this thing? Man. Why? I think it's the G League website. I can only get through on the Microsoft Edge browser. Craziest thing, man. F it. So we're not going to have a box score, are we? ESPN 3? Let's see. Watch. Schedule. G League. I might not be able to. Okay, so that one, I'm not logged in on that one. And how am I going to do this? I could just record the whole damn game. Oh, here we go. Shit. Wiseman's in there. Oh, gosh. Oh, we have already played three minutes. Damn it. I'm just going to record the whole game. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, but then I could do a replay later. You would think. Hold on, guys. Hold on. ESPN. But it's on NBC Bay Area, and I don't know. I guess it's on Bay Area Plus. NBC Sports Bay Area. Warriors live stream. See if it works. Meanwhile, if I go back to all out of whack. All out of whack. Okay, that's the Warriors channel. Hold on. I'm going to my lives, turn on monetization. How many people are on right now? 47 people. It's on ESPN Plus. Yeah, I know. So let me pull up ESPN Plus. Oh, here we go. So I'm just gonna lay up. Let me throw this up there and see what happens. It's now on Let's Go Warriors. Let's see, what if I maximize this shit? Hold on. Screen record this. Does this work for you guys? I've got it on maximum screen. I'm not sure if that works. Sometimes StreamYard plays funny with that. Very odd angle, I must say. How do I go to my channel and find my lives? Oh, yeah, you guys got it. Man. Oh, there's a rebound by Wiseman. My stupid YouTube channel doesn't have the thumbnail for it. I was rushing home, so the thumbnail's broken right now. I'm going to just watch the game with you guys. Let's see here. So you see Wiseman's right there. I think we should be good. ESPN Plus. They don't really care. I don't think they care about G League. Honestly, I've done this before. So the rare time you guys can join me on this, I hope they don't care. I'm not sure. Anyways, we'll get out of here when Wiseman sits down. That's a miss. Good job for Wiseman there, jumping out on that one. Dusty. Oh wait, no, that's Ja'Cory McLaughlin, not Dusty Hannes. Got the upper deck view right now. Okay, Wise, show me something. Shot clock winding down. Oh, they hit the three. Wow. Oh, where's my water? I'm dying thirst. Lester didn't go top shelf to Wiseman there, unfortunately. Oh no, that one's not going to look good. And one. Let's see. Jerome fouled him there. Why are you jumping up and down so much, James? How tall is this guy? Like, just stand there. Okay, so I'm going to go away from this right now. And since sorry, because Wiseman's out of the game. Let's take a look at this. G League NBA website doesn't work. NBA G League. Keep an eye on things over here. Oh, did we ever get NBC Sports Bay Area going? Let me see. Yeah, it's on NBC Sports Bay Area. Wow. All right. Let's refresh. I don't think I'll be able to keep broadcasting this. I know everybody is like, oh, come on. Do it for free. Risk your YouTube channel. Nah. Not worth it, my friends. Already went through that. Probably shouldn't have done what I just did already, just now. So Wiseman's on the bench. Okay, schedule. Yeah, the G League site just does not work for me. For two of my browsers, both Safari and Chrome, it does not work. Oh, there it is. Now it's working. Good. Got through then. Schedule. Scores. There we go. Box score. There we go. So Wiseman has 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 for 1. All right. So now, since Wiseman's taking a break, I'm going to get the link out to all of our friends on social media. Let's get a like in there. 10 likes. We have 10 likes. Let's try and get some more likes. Please splash that like button. 28-16. Oh, it's Turnover City, NBA Turnover League. What's a word for turnover that starts with G? We'll rename the G League to the Giveaway League. So let me change the thumbnail. A. Save. Change the playlist. Hey, that worked. Put it under Wiseman. Should have done that the last stream. There we go. Save the playlist. What else do we got? Let me get the link. And oh, cool. Showed up in my Discord. Awesome. When Discord works well, it is a dream app. So that showed up on the live. Okay. Oh, cool. Changed. No way. That's neat. Okay. Really? Oh. There we go. Huh. My Twitter was working funny. Paste. Oh. Hang tight. Ebbs and flows of social media. Boom. Okay, what do we got in the comments? Anything? Anywhere to stream for free? Nah. Nowhere. Hate to say it. Wiseman defers to the vets too much. He needs to come in off the bench and do him. Sure, he just needs reps. He just needs to play. He's only played so many games. Probably not even triple digits. Like most people, Well, this day and age, you probably only play 30 games of college before you play in the NBA. 40 games, maybe. Freshman. How many games did Moody play? 30 something for Arkansas. And even Moody's kind of raw. So Wiseman's only played, 3 college games plus whatever he played in 2020. He just needs to play. I think it's a little premature to judge his mentality right now and like he needs to do this, he needs to do that. Well, how about he just needs to play some games? So, I mean, got a lot of armchair GMs and coaches out there. I get that. But it's a different era of the NBA. James even came in during the pandemic, which didn't make things any easier either. So, coaching staff got pissed. No. Coaching staff never got pissed. We don't have a coaching staff that gets pissed. Oh, man. You guys will just say anything. Say anything, social media era. Nope, I'm a journalist, so I nitpick about that shit. Sorry, I'm a journalist. I can't help it. But no one on the Warriors is pissed at Wiseman. Okay, that's the first thing. Busting more social media myths. No one on the Warriors staff is pissed at Wiseman. What else? What other myths are out there? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, Wiseman might have mentally he might not be as strong right now. So okay, he defers to vets. Okay. But man, give him a break. Like, how many games has he played? BKRef.com, James Wiseman. He's on the bench still, by the way. 39 games in 2020, 11 so far. So that's an easy number to remember. 50 plus 2 G League games here, and I think he played 2 G League games last year before they shut him down. So that's 54 games only. How many's Moody played? Moses Moody. 52 games in the whole season last season. Moses Moody played more games last season than James Wiseman has even played up until today. God, guys, take it easy on the guy. Stop it. Moses Moody has played more games last season, 52, than Wiseman has in his career, 50. And that's not including Summer League and G League. So we know that Moses would probably have even more than James in those categories. Then we got the other thing. That right there, Trevion Williams losing the ball right there. That is why you do not call up. And it's not even a call up. You would have to sign Trevion. At worst, you would have to waive Ty Jerome, put Trevion in the 2-way, and then call him up. Like, stop it with those two, please. No, but if I scroll down the comments, I better not see any, oh, we should call up Trevion Williams. Come on, people. Trevion Williams is a solid player, but he is in no way, shape, or form ready for the NBA. Like, this is not a video game where he has passing skills of 90. He has, speed of, 55. You don't plug that guy into the NBA like you would in NBA 2K. You just don't do it in real life. Like, let the kid develop. But I'm just sort of going on my daily tirade against social media commenting. Don't be one of those people that comments stupid shit on social media. Please always speak facts. Don't throw people under the bus on social media. Don't complain. Don't use the Bluebird app or my channel for all of those terrible things that are happening in the world where social media technology is used for that. Root for your guys. Root for your team, like Annalisa. Annalisa's rooting for Wiseman. So is PS rooting for Wiseman. There's Trevion for 3. Splash him. Splash him. Doesn't mean he'll do that in the NBA, and it doesn't mean that we're going to take a chance to have him do that in the NBA. Who would undergo that risk right now? If we made a list of two-way players in the NBA, I'll bet you at least half of them have pretty good G League experience. Like, they've been around. And then the other half are just flyers. They're just OKC has a guy, Dieng. He's a prospect. But I watched him play against the Santa Cruz Warriors last week, and it was like, wow, I can see why OKC signed him to a two-way. So the other half are actual, draft pick types that you want to develop, and you don't have room on the NBA squad. Oh, Wiseman's back in. So time for me to record all this just in case. Oh, Jesus, come on. Screen recording. Record. Boom. So I'm going to start watching this. Oh, man. There's only 0.1 seconds left in the first quarter, so that recording's useless to me. I wish I could stream it for you guys, but I can't risk it. Sorry. It is showing up on YouTube. Oh, the old one, yeah. So yeah, JW gets caught by head fakes. Yep. All of that, it's true. It's true. He's got a long way to go, but I can't be hard on him either because of so few games being played. I'm not looking down on others' opinions. I'm looking down on the fact that social media is being used to complain. It's being used to throw people under the bus. So it's funny how a lot of people they don't understand that. It's like, Rich, I have a right to complain. I'm sitting here going, that's not the point. Of course you have the right to complain. Go do that on Twitter. They'll give you 50 likes for every complaint you post on Twitter that you tweet. Or go put it on the Redbeard app. I have a new name for the other app that acts just like Twitter, but in discussion forum setting, old school discussion forum setting. Call it Redbeard. So you got Redbeard and Bluebird. And go do that. That's what those apps are for. But on my channel, please don't do that. Please don't come here and complain. There you go. See, Emmanuel has some good erudite logical thinking. And there's just no room for Wiseman right now, unfortunately, because we're in sort of a what must win situation. There's no room for Moody. Moody's a great example when we're talking about Wiseman, how you just got to have patience. And Moody's, seemingly more athletic, more agile than James. So, but James, that's why people will throw James under the bus, because he's not that athletic type. And I thought athletic guys were kind of immune from the throwing of under the bus of, but then people started to say JK looks lost. So I had to do a whole video where JK didn't look lost. And that's on the channel. It's literally listed in the Kuminga playlist. So now we will watch more of this. Wiseman guarding the guy in the corner, helps out. Hey, Wiseman got a steal. He poked that one out. Not bad. But then NBA giveaway league, we give it away. The G League. One of 35 to 40 turnovers that you just got to chalk up anytime you watch the G League. Guaranteed 35 to 40 turnovers. Guaranteed. The worst, the best turnover team in G League commits, I think, 15 or 16 turnovers a game. And I think one of them Salt Lake, actually. So then you just go, okay, so any given game, you probably don't have two of the best non-turnover teams. So it's probably going to be worse than 16 times 2. And that's where I get the number 35 to 40 turnovers every single G League game. And the worst turnover teams are committing like 24 turnovers, like the Warriors. That's 48 turnovers a game, close to 50 turnovers. Oh my gosh, these G League games, to me, I can't watch them. Oh, Wiseman and one on the alley-oop. Good catch. Good catch, Big Wise. It's good to see, man. It's good to see the progression. He's catching those. Yay. He's catching those. Everyone's super small compared to him. Who cares? He caught it. That's all that matters. It wasn't a drill. He caught an alley-oop in traffic against other people in a refereed game. Rejoice. Rejoice. That's not to throw James under the bus. That is literally, I am rooting for him to keep improving that timing. His reaction time to the ball is slow. I did a video on the Rockets game. Go watch Looney. Looney's reaction time to the ball is so good. And you just hope that Wiseman can reach that point. Nothing happening right now. We got a free throw coming up for Utah. Wow. Dusty Hannah's got fouled there pretty bad, so he goes to the line. I'll try and look at your comments while I have a full screen here, so I cannot see what you're typing in right now. And let's watch him on defense, man to man here. Guy rises for a jumper, no good. And then the ball goes kind of right by him. But then he gets a steal, but no, it's a foul on somebody else. Yeah, that's the thing about Wiseman is he's not exactly light on his feet, is he? So you want to kind of see that improvement, but he to me, he seems like just, a 7 foot, what's a good comp? A 7 foot Kyle Anderson? I don't know. No, that might be an insult. A 7-foot, who's like a athletic guy that's pretty tall, but not that tall, pretty skinny. 3-pointer by the Warriors. Dusty Hannah's getting hot. Pretty athletic, but just not really bouncy and not really quick. Who would that be? He's a 7-foot. Trying to think. Who would be an old school comp? Golly, this is tough. Mikael Petrius. James Wiseman is a 7-foot Mikael Petrius. I don't know. I got to think about that some more. I'm just trying to add a little entertainment here. Okay, Wiseman's going to kind of play zone there. Now he's boxing out. 3-pointer by Utah or Salt Lake. We're down 7. Pick and roll, Wiseman, but he slips the pick and roll. Dusty's going to go up, and he gets a layup. James wanted the alley-oop. Probably had a sliver of a millisecond there that only Steph and Curry could deliver. So Hannah's wasn't going to deliver that at the right time. Hey, good closeout. Good closeout by Wiseman on the jumper. You rarely see that. Then he comes back a little late, but Guy Santos got the rebound. And foul on Dusty Hannahs? Huh. Whatever. Turnover. Double dribble, maybe. I missed it. That's the nth turnover for Santa Cruz. They just mentioned it. All right, time to catch up on your comments. Hope you haven't been too defensive, or basically hope you've been nice in the comments. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know that that's is that a fact? We just I will agree with you that I have seen Wiseman slip the screen more so in G League. That's a good point, actually. Let's talk about that. 32-45 mark. My theory is that Wiseman is slipping the screen more in G League because there aren't guys getting the screen who are named Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole. So I think that's why. I think that in the G League, they just want him to play. Go get yours, James. Do whatever the hell you want, James. It's the go do whatever the hell you want within reason. Go do whatever the hell you want within reason approach. Player development approach. And I think he deserves it. Everything he's been through, just go down there, dominate. I mean, there were clues. There were clues given by like Looney in the post game. Oh, we just told him to go down there and dominate. Jordan Poole, take your 50 shots. So there's little clues that we got in the post game interviews elsewhere. So JP and Looney left clues as to that approach, whether that was dominate or shoot 50 shots. And I don't have any problem with that. I got to go back to recording the stream, so I'm going to go full screen on that. But I'm wrong about that because Trevion Williams is in there, and there will be a time. Stuff if I even do that. I don't know that I have all the best footage from tonight because I tuned in late. So, and right there, Trevion loses a rebound right there, right in his hands. So I don't think he's ready for the NBA. Yep. I will agree with Gavin in terms of Wiseman's $12 million salary does is a factor in all of this. I was talking to my dad the other day, old school dad, he's very team oriented. He doesn't really care about salary cap type stuff. But unfortunately, the salary cap is very much an issue in the NBA. A GM probably has, how quarterbacks have, Jimmy G has his little index card taped on his wrist. It's probably like that. I'm just kidding. It isn't, but it could be like that for any given GM in the NBA. They probably, honestly, they probably have this salary cap memorized right here. They probably have this memorized. They look at it so much. And with Wiseman making 12 million next year, and I should say it's 12 million next year. Not this year. 9 million this year. 9 million is still palatable. And but 12 million is gonna, I think it might be a sort of a bigger number even next year as the cap goes up, just because just the psychology of seeing a double digit. Where's my little rant that I did? I'm trying to look for a little rant that I did on Wiseman recently. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. So my thing was, even at 9 million, that's a pretty hefty price to pay for a backup center that isn't really performing at his ceiling or near the ceiling. So you're paying the guy more than Looney. Looney's at what is he at? Let's look right here. 8 million. So Wiseman's at 9.6. Looney's at 8. That's kind of a permanent yellow flag. That's kind of a scarlet letter for Bob Myers. Not that he has a lot of them. He doesn't. He's done a lot of great things. Look at Jordan Poole. Developed him, picked him 28th, and look at him now. He's, NBA coaches, if you've been on our channel, you know that Monty Williams called Jordan Poole all-star talent. And I tend to agree with the other 29 coaches in the NBA. So he's got all-star talent. And so Bob definitely has done well with the salary cap. And it is the envy of a lot of other GMs. I'll tell you what is another envious salary cap table, just so you know that I'm being more objective than subjective. Look at Memphis. Look at the salary cap table. It is very doable. You can do some things with this. Now, Ja will make 33 million next year, and things get kind of, that's when Ja and Jaren Jackson become our Steph and Klay from 2013, 14, 15, right? So then they have to start assessing and reevaluating and things like that. So look at Brandon Clark. See, 12.5 million. You want a guy that's contributing in a role at a minimum. So Brandon Clark goes in there off the bench, gets rebounds, plays defense. 12.5 million. That's what you want Wiseman to become. Unfortunately, he was the number 2 pick, so he is the second highest paid player out of the 2020 draft. And you wonder if Joe likes Wiseman. He likes Wiseman. So you wonder then, is Joe going to just continue to pay Wiseman the 12? And then, well, over here, let's go back to Warriors. Okay, this is one thing I don't like about Hoops Hype. This whole big selection screen doesn't go away. So here, let's see. Oh, qualifying offer of 15 million here, if you want to. I don't see us doing that unless Wiseman breaks out. Between now and next training camp, he would have to break out because there'd be a deadline on this 15 million qualifying offer to keep him. And it seems too expensive right now. So my dad doesn't really care about salary cap. And in saying that, he thinks it's worth just keeping Wiseman and developing him because of his ceiling. He does have a high ceiling. And 7-footers in the draft don't come around like Wiseman does in terms of being able to run the floor the way that he does. Because usually, Dwight Howard can't even run the floor, right? So usually when you're 7 foot, you kind of plod down the court, whereas Wiseman actually gracefully runs down the floor and can finish in the break and all of that. Him moving 94 feet is one of James Wiseman's highest attributes. So anyways, his ceiling is high. I did a video on this before the draft. I said that they should pick him number 2 because of what I saw from the Jordan Brand Classic. That was one of the games where he really shined as a high schooler. All right, so maybe down the line we can maybe just not extend him and see how much he's worth. I think I don't know how it works, but one of these might be restricted free agency and it might not, but I think there's a chance to have him come back, and I think there might be some bird rights where we can pay him just a tiny bit more than another team getting him as a free agent, and maybe we can change this, the 15 million one, because we already took the option on the 12. Maybe this will be smaller later. Maybe it'll be single digits later, and 9 million or something. I don't know. You never know. If there's a cap expert out there that tells me that there's something about this qualifying offer where if we don't do the qualifying offer, yada, yada, yada. And of course, the market comes into play. It's what other teams will offer James as well. So the future is unpredictable, so why try to predict it? I'm just saying him making 15 million in 2024 is just as likely as him not making 15 million. No one can really tell right now. So maybe don't look at this number and use it against James. And yeah, if we didn't have to pay him this much, then I would think, yeah, let's just keep him and develop him the way we've been developing him. And I think, you know, in year 7 or 8, just like when Klay says, he goes, "Man, these guys are so young, like, I was guarding Kenyon Martin, I felt like an old man," and it's like, because I played against his dad my rookie year. That's what Klay said in the postgame, literally. You could go look it up on the channel. Wiseman's back, and Klay is like, "Man, these kids are so young these days." By the time, like, Wiseman is 21 already, he's younger still right now than when we came into the league. So there's that going for us. There's that going for Wiseman. All right, so he has the ball, handoff to Lester. Look at him. There's the drop pass, and they blow the drop pass. I've been talking about that since the last 2 live streams. Actually, Dean was the one who brought it up. There's an inability in the G League to pass the ball to Wiseman, who has his man sealed. Look at that. And it should have been a foul on the other guy, but I guess they call the 3 seconds maybe. Man, the inability to do an entry pass. I could do that entry pass. The problem is they don't teach that. They don't teach that in the AAU. They don't teach that in college. They don't even teach that in college. Oh, it's maddening, and right there, oh gosh. There's your non-sticky hands. There's your stone hands that James will get thrown under the bus on. I don't know if that was just a bad pass by Jerome, but then Salt Lake blew a dunk. I mean, those are missed shot turnovers as well, so I'm going to call that. It's the giveaway league. Golly, it's some ugly basketball sometimes. All right, James is playing defense, gets a switch, covering the little guy. He does a good job of shuffling his feet. I'll give him that. Pretty good closeout, but then the other 2 Warriors can't pick up the rebound, and the one Jazz player or Stars player. Oh, there's your horrible alley-oop by Dusty Hannas right there. That had no chance. 2 guys were on Wiseman even. So, chalk it up. Another giveaway. G League, where the G stands for giveaway. They're going to run a set play here, try and get a 2-for-1. Hell boy. Finally a post inside. Wiseman's got to score this, and he misses it. Yikes. Use the backboard. That's what I would have advised him in high school. Use the backboard. But I don't think anybody in high school advised him of that. See how that works? We're starting from scratch, pretty much. Okay, last play is going to go to the Warriors. We're down 8 in the half, and then I'll be able to catch up some stuff. Oh, Hannah's do something. He shoots it at the buzzer. No good. Keep playing, James. I know this is a tough game to play in. I know. Man, 13 turnovers. Oh, gosh. I know it's tough to play this style of play here, James. Stick with it, my friend. And I want to just reiterate, I just don't think AAU or high school or college even teaches the fundamentals. How to do an entry pass to Wiseman, for example. How to have better timing to the ball on box outs. We used to have a drill back in high school where it would just be go get the rebound. That's all we would do. There would be no, no actual shooting of the ball. It was just literally, this is a rebounding drill, period. Your job is to make the ball bounce in front of you. And it has to bounce once, and then it's a free-for-all. You go get the ball. And I think there was a thing where the offense can foul you if they want, and you were not allowed to foul. You're on defense, and you're trying to box them out. And you have to let the ball bounce in front of you, and then you go get the ball, and, like, whoever wins doesn't have to run liners. That's not taught anymore. It's not even taught at freaking 90% of the D1 colleges out there. And so you get situations like this. And I think also that I want to say that I would like to think that Joe Lacob, Bob Myers, and Steve Kerr have learned something about this lack of player development and trending towards younger, unfundamentalized, whatever name you want to give it. That's a new name. That's a new word that I just made up. Unfundamentalized players, and will be on the lookout for that in future transactions, whether that's the draft or whatever. I trust that the brain trust, I mean, we call them the brain trust, so we might as well trust them. And I've said that before as well. That was another thing that I made up last live stream. If you're not going to trust Joe, Bob, Steve, who are you going to trust? There are 29 other franchise brain trusts out there. And I'd like to think that we can trust this one for DSW. So again, just turning back into the positive. Call it whatever you want, Darnell. You've been on here, Darnell. You've been on here before. And I know this comment is from 6:24 p.m., which is exactly 33 minutes ago. But we don't really censor anybody unless they're toxic. They start to get toxic, then yeah. They start to get too negative, then yeah, call it what you want. That's the funny thing is, I gotta come right back at you, Darnell, is you can say whatever you want. You're calling it censorship. It's not censorship. This is my channel. And that's how I want to do it. I don't want this to be Twitter or Redbeard. So Bluebird or Redbeard. So you can call it censorship if you want. But if I need to come on here and defend myself all the time from your labels, and I censor you from that, then, you know, it's like the goal isn't the goal. You've lost sight of the goal, and you just want to take me down at that point, right? There's people, I'm not saying you are, I don't know, but there are people like that, especially ones who haven't built the equity on this channel to say some positive things, say some erudite things in the channel first before saying something outrageous or toxic. And I would like to, I know your name from commenting before, and it registers to me as you're not someone who's like that. But when people go into the comments and say all these things, there's no check and balance on that. So you can say whatever you want, and then you start to turn that around and you start to bully your target and you label until you think that you've turned the tide, and that's called cancel culture. So you come at me with censorship, I come right back at you with cancel culture, right? So who's right, So it always comes down to somebody getting bullied, and I don't like that. I just really don't like that on social media. How do you avoid that? Whether it's you think I'm bullying you from becoming a bully. How do we avoid that on social media? I'll tell you how. How do we avoid bullying each other on social media with the labels back and forth? There's only one answer. Only one answer. Positivity. That's the only answer. If you can commit to positivity, then bullying will never happen. You won't ever feel like you're being attacked. You won't ever have the notion of retaliating. No one will label each other. People will treat each other with respect. People will show gratitude for the things that are around them and on this channel. And that's what I want to do, because that is completely absent on the Bluebird app and the Redbeard app. So there you go. All right, this one, so I'm just supplying some erudite responses for some of these. The whole trade Wiseman while he still has value. Right now, his stock is low. So why not keep getting him reps to increase his value? Also, it depends on the market and demand for Wiseman. So there's got to be demand, and it only takes one team to cause a, like piranha. It only takes one team to offer him something, to show interest. And I'm sure there's got to be some interest out there. So it's funny how you're saying, oh, trade him while there's still value. In essence, you're saying his value is low right now. But it's funny because there's probably some GMs out there that think that they can develop Wiseman, or that they have a longer timeline that fits them, whether it's the Rockets, the Spurs, So the funny thing is you're giving up on Wiseman, and you're saying trade him to a team that has not given up on Wiseman. So it's funny to me because of that dichotomy. Like, it's just ironic. Why not look at Wiseman from a positive perspective? He is going to develop into a solid NBA player. The timeline is long because he entered with only 3 college games played during the pandemic, and he tore his meniscus 40 some games later. So his timeline is now long, and he'll get there, just like Seth Cooper said the other day in the post game in Santa Cruz. He said that I told Wiseman to just look at it with a 15-year perspective. Like, no one's going to care 15 years from now what you did today in Santa Cruz. You're going to be a good player. You will. So I think maybe that's the core issue. Maybe that's the barometer. Like, sometimes the barometer of casual fandom versus non-casual fandom is after a loss, are they asking for trades? After a loss, somebody plays bad, trade. That becomes the benchmark of a casual because they don't actually know what the answer is. They just know that there's this NBA 2K way of solving the problem, which is to trade a guy. So why don't we do that in real life? Oh boy, it takes a while to explain to the casual why all of those factors. And one thing that really stands out is you got to know the salary cap. You just have to. So trade him, but okay. So who would you trade him for? Because you got to have salaries match within 25%, and and then that just goes over their head and is, oh, you're casual because you're just emotional right now and you're using my channel as a place to vent. I get that. Okay, I get it. So I think maybe now the benchmark on whether I should spend time discussing Wiseman with somebody, I think it will be, do you think Wiseman is going to be a good player 10 years from now? And if it's no, then I don't think we can have an actual erudite discussion about that, because other than injury, I really do see the trajectory of him. It's going up. Even today, he's getting better timing on alley-oops and stuff. He's just dwarfing everybody out there. And I'm also noticing that guards aren't able to get him the ball at the right time. I mean, I can see that, there's a future for him in the NBA, whether that's off the bench, backing up DeAndre Ayton 10 years from now. He'll be fine. So I kind of want to do that if I see something in the comments that's like blah about Wiseman, let's scale it back. First of all, do you think Wiseman's going to be a good player 10 years from now? All right. So we're seeing. So there you go. There's a guy trying to label me. You get timed out, and if I see you again, I'll just ban you. Nice try trying to bully me. I wonder why they teach him to slip. It's super frustrating. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't think he's slipping that screen all that much in the NBA. Oh, thanks for the info, RJ. Yep. There you go. Trying to label me again. I can't have a decent conversation with you if you keep attacking me. Just be a positive person. It's that simple. But you don't get it. You want to go on social media and you want to complain. I would hate to be in the room with you at work, in your life. Thank goodness this is a virtual environment. And I don't care if you leave my channel. But I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Why can't you be like RJ or TRL? It's not that hard to be positive. Actually, it is kind of hard to be positive. I get it. There's people at work that you hate. You probably hate your boss. You probably got a sibling, a brother or sister that you're not getting along with. There's a lot out there. But then you spread it over here. You can't help it. You just spread it. You spread the negativity. Why not just be a positive person? Why not just put your foot down and say, I'm not spreading any more positivity on social media anymore. I'm not going to be outraged by something. And when Rich disagrees with me and tries to make me a more positive person, I'm not going to attack him. But you don't know how to do that, huh? Trevion got the start for the second half right here. So I don't need to really watch the game at all. Even though, I mean, he's a solid player. He's not ready for the NBA like everybody wants, but he's a solid player. Is that throwing him under the bus? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just leave my channel. If you don't understand me or if we're not on the same wavelength, you don't have to be here. Go back and go join all the other negative people in the negative society out there. Just go back to them. That's fine. I'm trying to keep this place for people like TRL, RJ, Emmanuel Labor, right? See, look, sometimes I don't like to use the word need because it's too needy, but thus far I gotta be honest with you. Emmanuel has kept a level head on here, so I'm cool with him, even though we probably disagree on a couple things. So it's doable, but most people want to use social media as a weapon because it's so easy to just thumb type and hit send and attack somebody and have no consequence. Well, I'll tell you what, the consequence tonight will be we walk away from each other. You are a negative person, or you aren't able to look at Warriors stuff from a gratitude standpoint, from a standpoint where you feel like we're in a learning environment where I can learn from you and you can learn from me. And you can bring up stuff, your perspective, without attacking me, without throwing James under the bus, without throwing anybody under the bus. That's great. We're just going to keep our little tiny group right here. And 62 concurrents. I don't care if it's, 2 concurrents. I don't care if it's me, RJ, and TRL, and Nicholas, and that's it. I'd rather have 5 positive people on a live chat than 300 where 295 of them want to trade Wiseman and are just sick of them and you know want to call up Trevion as a response to not liking James. I think that's half of it. People want to, oh, Trevion, call him up because they're thinking, the other part of their brain is thinking, I actually hate Wiseman, you know, and Bob is a terrible GM because he drafted Wiseman #2 and everything. Like all of these trails of negativity. It's just, oh gosh, it's everywhere. Great chance to get to 500. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Back to the whole Paul George and Kawhi thing. Lots of times I worry about that. So Paul George and Kawhi not playing tomorrow. Oh boy, I just hope the Warriors don't take the Clippers lightly. It's just human nature to do that. Think back to when you were in high school, whether it's you have a game coming up and you're playing against the other team and you heard that 2 guys are injured. I mean, your defenses go down a little bit, whether it's when you played in the rec league like I used to, and it's a 6 o'clock game and everybody's late for traffic. You get there and you got your 5 guys and they got this happened a lot. It'd be like 5-on-4. We would literally play 5-on-4. This reminds me of rec league when we would have 5-on-4 games. So one team would only have 4 guys. And the 4 would just play zone. It's harder to make that 3-pointer when they're just giving it to you and nobody's guarding you. And you start missing shots, and all of a sudden it's halftime and they're down by 2. And you're like, what's happening here? Like, we have 5 guys and they have 4 guys, and we're up by 2 at halftime, and all hell breaks loose. You start yelling at each other. Pretty soon, the game's at risk. I don't know that I ever had a team with 4 players beat a team with 5 players. It probably did happen because I've seen everything. I used to run a league with 125 teams, and I would go to the gym and spend 13 hours on a Sunday there. So I've seen it all. James Wiseman back in the game. Let's see here. So 9 minutes to go. Interesting with that. I wonder why they're doing that. Okay, so I'm breaking the action there with the foul. Gotta get some water. About to inbound. All right, what I miss? Wiseman's stuck in the paint right there with their big man, trying to box Wiseman out. Gee misses badly on the layup. Utah attacks. Wiseman's there. Dunked on him. Okay, so that's another timing thing. Man, that sucks. So you get a lot of ups and downs. Catches an alley-oop, then gives up a dunk. Maybe I'll talk about this later if I remember, because I want to keep it full screen while I do the scouting. But I think that's partly why he didn't go to New Orleans to play the one game. Is Wiseman's so up and down, hit or miss right now. He just needs to get reps. So for him to play against Jonas Valunciunas, man, Jonas might just dominate him. So why have that spread all over social media, all over the highlight reel, all over ESPN? Now let's just keep him in G League. Let's keep him in G League so that he can make it to this game, and instead of him flying all over the country. And let's just keep him in G League where he can mess up and there won't be much news written about that. All right, let me check this thing out. Well, he didn't slip the screen there for Jerome. Oh, we got the putback. See? Jerome Robinson is the designated scorer for the Warriors, for the G League. And James didn't slip the screen right there. So I think it depends, honestly. All right, here he comes. Sets the pick. Pretty decent slip there. Travels. He shuffled his pivot foot. And these are all of these games. And I was going to say they should have happened in AAU, but AAU is a joke. It's a freaking joke. AAU is a joke. So he wasn't learning anything there. And it's starting to become college is a joke as well. It's starting to become that. Because they already know. It's one and done for all the good players. It's probably a good thing to get rid of one and done so that everybody just knows. Let the NBA guys go to the NBA. Let me keep my, there's no pressure for me to there's so many variables and outside pressures that occur when there's a star player that has a chance to make the NBA. And it really skews things away from the actual game of basketball. And that happens at the college level even these days. And why Wiseman didn't play in New Orleans. Stay hidden in G League. No chance to get dominated by Jonas Valunciunas. course, Bob Myers went on the air and said that, didn't make logistical sense to fly him out for just one game. So there's that as well. Yeah, unfortunately, the game's on ESPN Plus or NBC Sports Bay Area, and because of that, I can't stream it here. We got shut down during Game 6 of the finals in Boston because they thought I was streaming it when I was just showing the scoreboard. But I got that removed. What's up, Amy? I got that removed because it's fair use. I was just showing the scoreboard, none of the game. Anyways, Bruce. Oh gosh. Tomorrow we had the Pelicans made a bad choice. I mean, I would have to think that it was the right choice. I would have to think that Lacob, Joe, that Joe, Bob, and Steve have a solid performance staff that they've hired. I would like to think that they paid good money for good guys, but I don't know. But I would like to think that. So I'm going to think that. I'm going to trust in Joe, Bob, Steve. So I'm going to say that resting Steph and the three other guys was the right thing to do because I trust that they know what they're doing. So Utah just gave up a slam dunk to Jerome. Crazy. And then they lose the ball out of bounds. Wow, these are really AAU turnovers. That's horrible. Golly. I had no idea G League was this bad. So we're still on the way towards 40 turnovers. Give it to him. Like Dusty Hannas is looking away at some. It's like James Wiseman's right in front of you. He has a reach that the other guy can't reach. Just give him the ball. What are you looking at? Oh my God. G League for you. It's tough to watch, man. But here we are. Wiseman looks very well built, though. Look at those shoulders. I mean, he's got a very David Robinson feel to him, doesn't he? And that's the allure. And they threw it away again. Wow, another turnover. Jeez, man. How many turnovers per possession are in the G League? There must be it must be more than 50%. 0.67 turnovers per possession in the G League. Oh, James dominated number 2 over there. He tried to pull the chair on James. James wouldn't have it. That's pretty cool to see in terms of James being able to have a good balance there and just dunking it, finishing it like that. And he gives up a bucket. Dunk is the same as a bucket. Number 2 gets him back. Oh, man. I'll give it to him. There it is, the post entry from Leicester. So they foul. Wiseman fouled on the seal. Is it time for free throws yet? Man, I feel sorry for that dude because, you got no chance. You're getting sealed by James. You got no chance. What's number 25 doing, pointing at James? Come on, man. So James at the line. 1 free throw for 2 points, hopefully. G League rules. Oh, it's in and out. That's too bad. He has a nice stroke. It's a nice stroke. It's not bad. Pretty good for a 7-footer. I mean, if you doubt me on that, go look at Dwight Howard shooting free throws. There's your 7-footer that, your prototypical athletic 7-footer. They usually can't hit free throws. 3 seconds on Utah. I'm just going to call them Utah because they've got Utah splattered all over the floor. UtahJazz.com, and it looks like 3 Z's in the UtahJazz.com, which is weird. And then they have Utah Jazz on the baseline. Disrespecting the G League team, I guess. They can do whatever they want, but still, you would think they would at least, I don't know, is that the backup court? Like, they didn't want to paint it over. So this is the backup, and it's parquet too. Look, little squares. James left his feet too early over there. Oh boy. 4 minutes to go. I'm going to go back to my stream that's more on time. He does not get back in time, but hey, I think he got a piece of that. Yeah, he got a piece of that. Wow. Wow, James got a piece of that. I hope he got a block for that from the scorekeeper. We're going to go up by 15 on the dunk. Good job by James. Oh, let's watch this in slow-mo. No, this is the dunk by Les. Show me the Wiseman block from behind. That was pretty smart of him to do because he was running back and trailing the play against the guard, and he just swatted the basketball like a fool. All right. You don't know if you saw many flat screens. All right. Yeah, I don't know. We got to look at the tape. Go look at the tape. Yeah, there are a lot of expectations. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think though Joe wouldn't be allowing Bob to do his job if Bob got a call from the Spurs and Archie Buford was like, yo, we'll take Wiseman off your hands. Here's Jacob Poeltl. Then do you do that deal, right? So I think we can win, So first of all, Joe should be giving Bob leeway to take calls about Wiseman. Trevion Williams back in there so I can take a break from scouting. It's not that there's much to scout. I mean, you're just really seeing if James has the right timing or not. There's not a whole lot of footwork, to talk about. It's kind of tough to scout, actually. So I wouldn't even call it scouting. So as far as actually trading Wiseman for Poeltl, I just think the Warriors can win the championship without a Poeltl. That Kuminga is the key, if there is a key, for the 8th or 9th player, right? So last season, it's as simple as this. It's as simple as, what were your 8 or 9 guys that won the championship last season? So it was the main 6 that we know of, the foundational 6, plus Otto and GP. That's 8 guys, right? That's your main 8. Who was the 9th? I don't even know who the 9th was. Combination of Damian, JTA, and who am I missing? It might have been a combination of Moody, JK, Damian. Actually, let's look at that. Back to BK Ref. I don't know. Stephen Curry. Look at the game log, right? Oh, I could have just kept it on Moody. Game log. Oh, I need last year's game log. My fault. And playoffs. Where do you show playoffs? Right here. Who was our 9th player? Andre. I totally forgot Andre. Oh, that's another argument against Poeltl and keeping Wiseman for the long term, because Poeltl's that's not a long-term play with Poeltl. So I just uncovered that 125 mark by looking up the 8-9 guys that won Game 6. Iguodala was the 9th player. So he can possibly be our 8th player in the playoffs. So I think we're good. I'm going to officially say it. Keep Wiseman because of the potential. Get Andre back. We should be good. We're good. You got the foundational 6. You got Dante has to play well in the finals, in the playoffs. That's 7. J. Mike is 8. Andre's 9. We're done. You're welcome. I solved the equation. Yeah, so I disagree. I disagree right there. Showed you why I disagree right there. Yeah, it's a different era though. We didn't have a center last finals. We didn't have, look at that. Looney is your center. You know? Otto Porter played Game 6. Otto Porter started Game 6. So who would have started for us Game 6? You know, if JK can reach the next level, man, we should be in good shape. We really should be in good shape. This is misinformation. I mean, maybe today he doesn't want it, but long term he wants Wiseman. Oh, there you go. Evan Mobley. I think James runs the floor better than Evan Mobley or Mo Bamba. Mamba. You meant Bamba, right? 128 mark. Wiseman runs the floor better than Mobley or Bamba. Now that's exclusive of half court, okay? I'm just saying as an athlete. Man, I'm only halfway through the comments. I'm sorry. Yeah, potential Ryan Rollins. Man, Ryan, he's been making a lot of turnovers, not only with the big squad, but also with G League. So I'm concerned about that. But Ryan Rollins also needs reps. We need a banger. I don't think we do. Look at the oops. Box score. Game 6 box score right here. To my left, to your right, we don't need a banger. Unless we did fine against Phoenix. Honestly, we just need to play better against Phoenix a couple games ago. So Phoenix out of the West. Who else? Memphis? I mean, we took care of Memphis last season. Ja was hurt, but I mean, they're not really a pounded down low type squad. They just rebound. So we would need to rebound. And we did that last season. So yeah, I agree. Looney did well. We have the pieces, I think, to make a finals run. Replace Otto Porter with J. Mike. Replace Gary Payton 2 with Dante. Yeah, It's a step down. It's a step down for both. I mean, J. Mike and Otto are different, though, right? But J. Mike can hit a three, and he can rebound, and he can, do the tiki-taka and get a slam dunk. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about right there. Man, I'm thinking we have the pieces when it comes down to it. When it comes down to it, it really, you got to start the game well. And with Wiggs, Dre, Klay, Steph, and Looney, that's still the best five combination in the NBA right now, even as we speak. So it's what do you do with the blend of the second unit, and can your eighth or ninth guy step up to be the seventh or eighth guy if needed? And that would be Andre, and that would be Kuminga, I think. If Kuminga can get to the next level by April, man, we're good. Then I'm super confident. Even if he can't, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Just assuming we can get Andre. And that's why Andre isn't with us right now. Why even mess with that? Take all, just be ready in April. Like really, mid-May and April. Just like last year, how we said we just need Klay to be 100% healthy, not 100% in terms of being an all-star and a all defensive guy, but we just needed him to be healthy by last March. So same thing for Andre. Same thing, exact same thing for Andre this year. I wonder what you guys have been commenting on. Dean! Let's see. Oh, okay. Cool. Poeltl is not turning this team around. Yeah, I generally agree with that. I'm just trying to think, like, what would be his role? His role would have been Wiseman's, which would have been to come in for Looney, and so we're not expecting Poeltl to give us another dimension. I think the problem with the whole Wiseman thing was really the experiment of, can we add another dimension to this team that would give trouble to other guys. Oh, Wiseman's back. To other teams. Wiseman experiment was only about seeing if we had another dimension to offer. Okay, let me record the game here. Ooh, Charlie Horse, Jerome. Good thing he's wearing the thigh tights. I would totally, if I was still playing ball, I would totally be wearing all the armor. The padded tank top that they have, the Nike Pro Combat, and I don't get any endorsement money for saying that. Or Under Armour. I would definitely, you would have to. It's such a physical game. Okay, there's Wiseman helping out. No pick and roll right there. The guard did not want it. Handoff. He drops. Up. Jumped again. And then what? Oh, Wiseman fouled him on the. Is that a foul? Can't see it. Huh. Shaky camera out there in Utah. Oh, short. Missed it. They're down 25, but don't count them out because I saw us lose a 22-point lead. 20, it was 30-8. Santa Cruz had a lead, and then they lost by 20. 42-point swing. Yeah, it's probably not happening here in the fourth quarter. Not a whole lot of time left for Utah to do anything about that. Hey, look at that. It really does say Utah Jazz with 3Zs.com. What? Oh boy. It's going to be rough getting through this one. I'm definitely going to need to go to Starbucks and get me some caffeine. Espresso Frappuccino after this, man. Jeez. Wow, this is tough. All right, Wiseman has the ball. Handoff. Another pick. Spin. Yeah. Missed the dunk, but got the foul call. Finish that. Finish that. But he gets a free throw. 10:31 to go in the game. I wonder how many minutes he's played. Oh, he got fouled on the offhand, his right hand. He got fouled. Oh, he missed the free throw. Dang. That's too bad because you get little freebies like that. 2 points here and there looks good on the box score. I just want the best for James. How can you not? I think that's the difference between Let's Go Warriors and everywhere else. Gets a block. There you go, Wise. Oh, they missed the layup, but Guy Santos cleans it up. Man, how many blocks does he have? I've seen quite a few. Good job, James. So that's the difference between Let's Go Warriors. We actually root for our guys. We're Let's Go Warriors. We root for Wiseman. We don't say we need to trade him. He's trash. He's a bum. We don't do that on here. And we have enough blue wrenches helping out for me on that front. So if that is what you're saying, we'll just time you out because we're trying to stay positive here. Positive is fun. Negativity sucks. Negativity is boring. Positivity and having gratitude. I mean, think about it. Think about it. When you're on your deathbed, your last few minutes on earth, are you going to be a negative person or will you finally show some gratitude for your life before you let it go? Right? You would like to think you have some gratitude, or are you just going to be negative? Are you going to stay negative the rest of your life until you're on your deathbed? That'll be my new comeback on everybody who's negative in the comments. Do you really want to be that way for the rest of your life until the deathbed situation, which all of us pretty much, I mean, unless you die a quick instant death. James with the alley-oop from Dusty Handles is finally delivers the ball correctly. So anyways, I didn't mean to bring death into the equation. I'm just playing, but think about it. Why not live your life with positivity? Why not say goodbye to the material world when your time comes? Why not be a positive person when that time comes? Because this website, no better than letsgowarriors.com, doesn't refresh. Are you effing kidding me? 28, we're stuck on 28:16, really. Refresh. Oh my God. Okay. Close this window. Oops. Did I close the whole thing? Yeah, I accidentally closed the whole thing. Reopen all windows from last session. Oops, it's not the right. What? Where are we? Here, box score. Oh, it's struggling. It's struggling. Damn it. I can't get a box score. Jesus. Ridiculous. Oops, I said the Lord's name in vain. Sheesh. I meant sheesh. Don't get me, that person who always nitpicks me on those. Box score. Wiseman, 11 points, 0 block shots. What game are you guys watching? What? Oh my God. What? 11 and 6. Looks a lot worse. But he's super efficient. That's another game where he's shot way over 50%. Oh, shoot. I forgot to... I'm going to be a little slow on the stream. Wiseman, inside bucket. Me being a former person who ran basketball leagues, it bothers me when you can't get it right. Oh, right there, they scored on him inside. Wiseman definitely has more than 0 blocks. Hey, there's definitely one in there. Oh, and then right there, he missed it, point blank. Either he was frustrated at the ref or frustrated at himself. I don't know. But he showed that frustration. But I don't think that's terrible. Oh, look at Wiseman's so open, but they shoot a 3. Golly. Dusty Hannah's never met a shot he didn't like, but okay, he got 3 out of it instead of 2. Okay, whatever. 24-point lead with 7 to go. Man, Wiseman was wide open. Like, me doing that on my rec league team, I would have felt bad. You're doing that in G League. Dusty Hannah's going to shoot again. My gosh, I could never play with this guy. I'm sorry. I'll just sit this game out, and I'm gonna go find me a new rec league to play on, because this guy is a ball hog. So I don't want to play on that team. All right, James. James picked up he tried to rebound it and got fouled. Way to go in terms of, showing the effort. That little extra effort got you a foul. Yeah, he just held him. And then James Wiseman sat down with 6:30 to go. Trevion's in there, so I'm going to take a break from the scouting. See what you have for me in the comments. And let's see what you have for me in the comments. Tomorrow's game will be another experiment. Really? How so? Let's try and get the box score back up here. Oh, it never came up. Jeez, man. Let's see. Well, this is showing up all my bad windows from before. NBA G League? NBA G League. The website just doesn't come up. G League stats. G League scoreboard. Scores. SLC. What's game book? Oh. Whoa. Huh. First quarter through third quarter. 0 block shots. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Look at the turnovers. 30 of them through 3 quarters. What'd I tell you? 19 and 11. I told you 35 to 40 turnovers a game. It's unwatchable. Anyways, Wiseman. Oh, so it's completely stuck. Are you kidding me? Scores? 99, 72. Box score. Box score is stuck. Is it just the first quarter? What? This is awful. Man, this website gets worse and worse. I find out more and more things I don't like about that website, G League website. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see. You're saying Steph can get 50 points easily. Can't basketball players read each other's mind? All right, Emmanuel. Hope to see you tomorrow. Lakers Clippers. Oh, Reddick, yeah. I heard it was a really good podcast. Lori on her Discord told me. Wow, Kings. Way to go, Kings. Please splash that like button. Good to have you, Dean. Oh boy, what happened? I hear you, Mark, but you said more discussion about basketball. Have you looked at the description? I've talked about more things than most podcasts. So you're gonna get that, and you're gonna get my sermons on staying positive, because every single time there's new negative people that show up on the channel, and if they're open to it, I can convince them that positivity is the way to go. But I end up talking more basketball than any other podcast. 5 hours every NBA game, and tonight it's going to be 2 hours with the G League game. So you can't get me on that one, Mark. I mean, you can't. I'm still going to give you way more basketball content than anybody else. And I'm going to give sermons on how to be positive and why people are negative versus positive. That's part of the cost. And a lot of the positive people actually find it as reinforcement of their own positivity. So there's that too. So you can't get me on the amount of content argument. You cannot get me on that. There's no way. Go look at the description. Look at all those timestamps. My God. I'm giving you way more content than anybody else who covers the Warriors. Anybody. You can go clip that and send it to every other person that has Warriors content. Go clip what I just said. I'll even maximize myself. Go clip that. I provide more Warriors commentary than anybody else who covers the Warriors. Go clip this right now and send it to everybody. Watch all the haters I get, but it's true. Go look at the description right now, and you tell me if anybody's written more topics than what's in the description right now on Wiseman. since we're talking about Wiseman right now. Anyways, that was fun. That was fun. Don't take it personal though, Mark. I'm not attacking you. I'm just kind of honestly just nitpicking. I'm just nitpicking what you said. And there's nothing else to talk about. James is coming back in. So James is back, and now we can talk about that again. See how it works here? It's just kind of ad-libbing. We're just ad-libbing. During the games, I'm play-by-playing the whole damn game. Why don't you pat me on the back for that first before you criticize my sermons? You know, you got to build some equity. I love the whole building of equity thing. Still, Wiseman finally is inbounding the ball here. So I'll get back to the play-by-play. But dude, I do the whole play-by-play of the game, man. Every Warriors game, except last night, New Orleans. I gave that up after a little bit. But I'll be there. Guy Santos for 3. Oh, we're down this whole time. I must have just read the my brain was on automatic brain fart the whole time. I thought we were up, but we're down. We're down big. But at least, you know, Wiseman gets to play, and here he's going to help out. Nah. He's, in my opinion, you got to use, in the NBA, you got to use the restricted area. If your feet are not quite there at the restricted area, go get your feet onto the line. And one, Wiseman, post-entry by, I think it's Ja'Cory McLaughlin, post-entry pass to Wiseman and one. Just get to the restricted line above it and jump straight up. Take a charge, you know. Oh, he missed another free throw. Jeez. Guy Santos. Ah, poor James. Got to make those. But he could have had I bet you could have had 20 points today just off of missed free throws, because those go down as I think. Well, those are 2 points you could have had, but I think they only go 0 for 1 on the box score. I would be surprised if they penalized you for that. I wonder if do they count, like in G League, if you're 1 for 1, did you really score 2 points? I think they would have to stay in line with the formula on the box score for the total points. Rebound for Wiseman right there. Guy was right there too. Guy gets the ball downhill, corner. Dusty, no good. Triple, nope. Wiseman, nope. Got it. Yay. Way to go, Wiseman. I wish he caught it on the first try, but he still got the ball on the second try. Got the rebound. Oh, foul on Wise? Come on. Rebounding foul. He just fouled out. Ah. Played 26 minutes. He runs the floor well. He does. Man, that's a ticky-tack. I just saw the replay. Wow. That's not a foul. That's just not a foul. Come on, ref. Oh, well. So we're done scouting. What do you have for me now in the comments? Yep. Totally agree with that. I know Emmanuel's gone, but like IQ still low? I mean, wait a minute. IQ is knowing how to run the Warriors basketball offense and stuff. I don't think he's there yet to be able to judge his IQ. I think a lot of things are tough to judge right now just because he hasn't had the reps. Anticipating, yeah. Yeah, you might be right, but then again, it's still the reps. Let's see where let's see where he's at with anticipation in game 100. He's at 50 games now, right? How about 50 more? That's a fun little imaginary thing right now. Kenyon Martin. Boy, I'm just catching up to some of the conversation earlier at 7:13. It's 8 o'clock right now. Oh, thanks for being on here, Dean. Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't even know that Poeltl is expiring. And that makes it even worse of a trade. I don't think we need anybody. We're good. We're good. With a fully healthy Andre, I'm even more confident. Wiseman is not engaged? Yeah, he is. I don't know. Let's just have him do more reps before we judge. Do you think we should play our young guys? No. We got to get into a momentum of winning some games. Then we can cruise a little bit. Let's see. Never lost a 7-game series. Wow. Knock on wood. Good to have you, Gavin. Yep, it is hard. It's hard for anybody. It's hard for Moody right now. You know, it's hard for Moody, let alone Wiseman. Yeah, I tend to think that too. I mean, I guess I'm biased because I'm rooting for Wiseman, but oh, he didn't foul out. Well, the game's over now, anyways, and I don't know that we'll ever get an updated box score. No plays found for the fourth quarter. Yikes! Oh boy, 15 points maybe. Only 2 fouls? Okay. I don't know why I thought he had 5 fouls. I thought I heard Kevin Dana say it, but they just subbed him out to sub him out that last one play because he hit, what was it, 26 minutes? You notice there's, like, no minutes being held on this, so it's just, ugh, G League site, it's just nothing there. But thanks for the heads up. Ah, probably a mistake to play all the youngins, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about the Clippers. Oh, thanks, Mark. Oh, thanks, Bruce. Let's talk about the Clippers soon because the Warriors are coming back alive. They want to win a champion. Yeah, you believe and I believe. Man, every year we got to go through you. We believe. What's up with that? What's up with that? Let's look at since this window sucks all the time with the G League site. BKref. Who is even on the Clippers? Patrick Beverly on the team? No. What's the big man's name again? I forgot the big man's name. All right, we just got to go Paul George. Zubats. Man, look at Paul George. What is that, 12 years? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th year? Wow. 13 years, and Wiseman is in year 3, I guess, 4, but basically year 1. Okay, so they just played the Spurs. And wait, why am I on this one? Let's go here because Paul George did not play. And they beat the Jazz. Wow. Jazz are coming up. Somebody on the channel was talking about, man, they can't even beat the Jazz. Steve has the easiest job and he sucks because he's got Steph, Klay, and Dre. And they're not going to even be able to beat the Jazz. I said, they're going to play the Jazz coming up. Why don't we do a bet? So did that guy show up? I forgot his name. Rolex or something. He had Rolex in his handle. Yo, Rolex, are we going to bet on the Warriors Jazz game, or are you chickening out here? I don't know. I'll have to check the comments later. Put your money where your mouth is, man. We're beating this Utah Jazz team. Do you know why? Because they're the ones now with the target on their back when we play them. Oh, man, that game's going to be great. We're going to smash them. We're smashing, of course, the basketball gods. They're watching me right now. And they're saying, no, Rich, let me humble you. I think we will smash the Jazz. I'm waiting for a commenter to respond to my offer to bet on it. But I worry about the basketball gods. They have humbled me so many times in the past. What else are we talking about besides Clippers? Oh, I didn't even have it on the... Wait. Oh, stop screen, open on this one. Jordan Clarkson cannot win 6-man award. Haha, no, just kidding. I'm just rooting for JP. You can't be mad at that. So at the 2-hour, 3-minute mark, is Jordan Clarkson, 2 Jordans going for 6-man of the year. Is Jordan Clarkson out of the 6-man award running because he's starting? Is he starting these days? And here we go, let's talk about the actual reason why I'm on this page, which is, oh yeah, Reggie Jackson. Okay. Marcus Morris. No Kawhi. So Robert Covington? What's up with Robert Covington? Is he not playing? Let's look that up. Hoopshype.com. Robert Covington. Rumors. Ty Lue has told Robert Covington, currently out of the rotation, thank you for sacrificing. Okay, he's playing. He's going to play. But you see, every team goes through their ups and downs. More people got to realize that. The world does not revolve around the Warriors. The world does not revolve around you. There's other shit going on in life. There's other shit going on other teams. That's why they're 11-7, and they haven't run away with it. We're 3.5 back of the Jazz. Only 3.5 back. Usually, the first and second place teams are separated by 3.5. We're 11th from 1, and it's 3.5 games. I would not be worried right now. This is a long season. Every team here is going through something. Even Phoenix. They went through some trouble on their East Coast trip, lost to Miami, only had 4 free throws that game. And the only reason I know that is because that's what Monty said and Devin Booker said in the interviews. I wouldn't even been watching those interviews if it weren't for their game against the Warriors that day. So Terrence, man, look, I'm totally not afraid of this team, especially without Kawhi. I mean, I can deal with teams that have Zubats and I'm not afraid of this team at all. I get that they have a deep roster normally. I get that Paul George and Kawhi are not playing tomorrow. I just hope that we don't have a letdown because you're going in knowing that Kawhi and Paul George aren't playing. Just don't have a letdown, please. Please, no letdown. Kerr said today. Okay, so he went on KNBR in 95.7 per usual, probably. James being tied. Yeah, I don't even worry about plus minus probably at all. Let's see, what do we got? Norman Powell. Yeah. Yeah, they can. They can. But they're not of the, the ones that I worry about are Kawhi, LeBron, Anthony Davis, just because of their size. When you're a scorer and you have the size of Norman Powell, as a Warriors player, I'm not afraid of you at all because that's the one thing that you can get me on usually is your athleticism. Rolex is now a citizen. John Wall is normal sized. Marcus Morris, bigger, but then we got Draymond down low and Looney. So yeah, I don't mean to just dismiss the Clippers, but I've been humbled by the basketball gods so many times that I know that they're probably, they're coming in here. They need to scratch and claw for every win. The Clippers do as well. They're coming in the chase. They see the blue and gold and they want to take us down. So I get that. So I just don't want to take them too lightly. But I think it's a very, very winnable game now that I look at it. And usually I'm not really looking at it. I just kind of whatever shows up on my plate is whatever I deal with. I'm really a happy-go-lucky guy, honestly. I don't really like to predict things. So it is not the blue and gold. They will be looking at the black and gold, seeing the Warriors on there. I wonder if that psychologically has anything. I mean, do you think? What do you think? Any psychologists out there? 209 mark. Does the psychology of colors come into play at all when a team comes in to face the Warriors, i.e., the proverbial target on our back is really the blue and gold traditional jersey? I wonder. That's something that I'm glad I can put out there. That's not really something that anybody can be outraged about, or it's not a negative thought. It's just something fun to play with. Unlike my Harry Potter post. So they had the Warriors. Let me look at Stephen Curry. So here's more outrage at the outrage, right? Sorry to bring it up, but oh well. People, not people. one or two bad apples showed up to discredit our Steph Harry Potter post in the community site. So what that was all about was Steph replied to the Warriors to say, "You're a wizard, Steph Curry, right here. It's good still shot." And he laughed. He laughed back at it. Funny still shot, right? So I go on to our community page and I say, "What house is Steph from? Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, or Ravenclaw?" I think it is. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. In fact, by the way, since we're just talking for fun, I got lost. I couldn't follow the Harry Potter stories in like the third movie. It was like, what's happening? Why is he swimming in the lake and this and that? And so many things were happening. I just completely lost track. And at that point, I became resistant to Harry Potter stuff. I just couldn't process anything Harry Potter. So ironically, I put the Harry Potter post up today. I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. The story is too confusing for me. Pretty funny, isn't it? But then again, back then they didn't have YouTube videos to break down all of that stuff. So I'm lucky. A lot of it's timing. I think a lot of it's timing. We're lucky sometimes, and you have to show that perspective. You have to have that gratitude where I'm so lucky that we have YouTubers out there that will break down all of these Marvel movies and DC movies and Rings of Power. I didn't know what the heck Rings of Power was about. Had no knowledge of the backstory of Galadriel or whatever, but I love that show just because the YouTube channels, particularly Ryan Arey of ScreenCrush. I love his dog, Doug. It's so cute. His dog is so cute. I love that channel. Like they explain everything to me and they do it in a humorous way. And Ryan Arey is kind of like, he looks at everything in an engineer way, in a nerdy way. I can really vibe with that. Whereas some of the other channels, I just can't vibe with it too much. Like Charlie at Emergency Awesome, who he's like a role model. The way he does his channel, it's so genuine, and lots of times he's just really doing glorified slideshows. He's doing glorified slideshows, and he has like 3 million followers. Then they all go to him for the latest and greatest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all of that. And I bring him up because I don't really jive with his regular breakdowns because they're too general and they just don't give me enough information. They're just more hype. It's almost like they're more hype videos. Hold on. Ryan Arey of ScreenCrush. I gotta give him a shout out. And then new rock stars, they're good. They're really good. But I just like the delivery of ScreenCrush a little bit better. And then he has some good, theories that always make logical sense. And I don't read comics, so I need him to provide me all that. And really, I try to make this channel, Let's Go Warriors, sort of the equivalent of Marvel Cinematic Universe type stuff. I should be doing more. Honestly, every day I should just give my take on all these things that are accumulated in the description of the live streams, but the live streams are so much more interactive with you guys. So I enjoy being here with you guys. So I got to figure that out, but it would be kind of cool to be on the level of what they're doing. I just had to mention that for my 5-minute tangent. Okay, yeah, let's hope that they don't have a letdown, please. Right? Nets had I know, right? Lost to the Sixers without. Yeah, everybody's going through. Oh, Kuminga had a. Oh, let's look that up. Oh, I gotta look that up. Thanks. I've been off of Instagram for a day because I just don't like. I just don't like being on negative platforms all that long. So I hope I didn't miss anything. But let's take a look at Jonathan Kuminga's. Oh, cool. It might still be there. Can we look at stories on the web? Let's look at it together. Instagram. Instagram.com. Can I type? Can I just type one time? Jonathan_Kuminga. Oh, we love it here. Haha. Oh, haha. Oh, 22 hours ago. I better record that. That's cool. They went out. They went out in New Orleans, right? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. They got to go out. I got to get my other phone and record that, man. Where's my phone at? Jeez. Let your smile shine all year long. The dogs. I forgot their names. You just got to look in the followers of Jonathan. You can find it. His dogs. Okay. So there's some content out there. Hey, Bruce, was there more? Oh, so the message to his haters must have been down here, right? Is it? Elevating the best has yet to come. Just wait on it. Okay. Any location, school. What else? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Back in the day, I would have caught this on camera for you guys. But I've decided not to go there anymore. Too much work for me to go drag my body left and right for these things. I'd rather just do what I do. I've done more from this chair than I think for the Warriors community. I've done more from this chair than I've ever done before. Let me get my other phone. Give me 5 seconds. Oh, yikes. I can't find my phone. So it's probably in my car. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I left it in my car. I actually recall that. So, well, anything else, Bruce? Anybody else post on Instagram something that we should know about? Let's see. Elevating the best has yet to come. Get more dinks, Jonathan. That's his Congolese accent. He calls a dunk a dink. Don't know if you knew that. Little tidbit there for you. Let's see. Oh, Steph has passed as the highest numbers right now of his career. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Cool. We're done with the comments. I'm all caught up. I can go eat some dinner, go grab my espresso frap to wake up. I don't know what to do about the Wiseman video. Do I really want to nitpick him at this point? Maybe I'll just do the video for the sake of continuing to do breakdown videos, but just leave it at that he just need reps. All of these reps that you see, all these clips, it's really not enough because sometimes he has the timing, sometimes he doesn't, and it's just all, it's hit or miss right now. So what is there really to analyze? I don't know. But then again, it might get views. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the night goes. I had 49 clips from the Santa Cruz game in Santa Cruz. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through. But that's what I do. Maybe I'll do it. And then tonight, how many clips did I have tonight? Oh, not tonight. I recorded the whole game. So I've got a lot to go through. And then there's also yesterday's highlights from Salt Lake. So there's actually more, but it's more of the same. It's pretty much more of the same. All right, people. So let's do a high five. High five, everybody. Bill Kennedy, high five. And Justice 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, next live stream is tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. tip-off of Clippers. So we'll see you, everybody. And Justice 1, 2, 3. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Warriors for Life. Oh, by the way, Warriors for Life. Nick texted me today. He goes, man, yesterday was toxic. After a scrimmage game in New Orleans, after a scrimmage game, he said, man, I had to block so many people. They got so toxic. I said, yeah, I kind of saw it too. Not as toxic as usual, but it was there. It was kind of crazy. All right, just us. See you tomorrow in 6. Let me do the reverse math. 6:30. 22 hours. See you in 22 hours. Bye.